Just gonna try again on this machine right here. Just had it up earlier. Give you an idea where I'm at with the 69 chassis. I'm just gonna go over and release my hoist. You can see. Give it a pull. Ooh, back over the other side. Give it a pull. Oh, I'm bleeding off the back of my hand. Like usual, everybody that plays with these cars is bleeding somehow. You can see the exhaust system right up there. That's the one I'm so proud of. There she goes. So everything's pretty much together on the front here. I was telling you earlier, the alternator and the starter, they were functionally just fine. But I send them out and take them over to a rebuild shop. They're an industrial rebuild shop. They've been dealing with Lucas, they've been dealing with GE, Westinghouse, Porter, everybody. But they blast them, and it's not where they replace the few tokens that might need it. It's all new bearings, all new casing. They get right down to the point where they put little markers so you can ensure things haven't loosened off. All new hoses and clamps. And there's the starter. It's ready to go. And just a good local industrial rebuild shop. They do this stuff for me. And there's the single exhaust. Crazy. You know, they came up with efficiency, whether it gives you whatever percentage difference. But I've got the manifolds over here. I've got another single, which I have to do some welding or cast welding or brazing in there, and there's an old double. I've got a bunch of others. There's some intake manifolds. But this thing has got to go back together original. So it's the single exhaust right back here. I'm still waiting for the pipe, the exhaust pipe that comes back to the muffler right back here. But just coming up with the stupid token things like the proper hangers, and these are brass line hangers to hold that exhaust in so it's centralized, so you don't get the rattle. All these things come up when you build these things, and this differential, that exhaust system can go in. But I had planned to actually put this body shell on top of that chassis, but I don't think this body shell is going to do it. One of the reasons being is because of the damage up underneath the sill here. I've got a couple other complete front ends and another full body shell, and they're in much better condition. This chassis is actually fine. Trailing arm work, maybe. Not maybe. Of course, trailing arm work, trailing arm mount work, so I'll replace them. But I've got the other body shell out there still on a chassis. But that body shell, or just looking out over the snow on the other side, that body shell is much more rebuildable than that one, simply because with the other one, it's a yellow, and original fenders, front, back, original doors, they're all intact. Much easier to do than this. They're both 69s. But much easier to do than this because there's so much firewall work has to go into this one. I think that one's going to get rolled out. Maybe talk to you tomorrow. Buddy's coming over. We're going to bring in the other shell. Let the snow and the ice melt off it. Because this thing it's ready for a little bit better shell than that one. So